If I take this hair tie out, my hair is just gonna stay in this like sort of pineapple state, and it's pretty embarrassing. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Lock In. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about 5 milestones you should be looking forward to in your lock journey. If you're interested in that video, stay tuned.
Top from a girl in the military, told her thank you for your service. My city is my circus, and I'm a ringmaster. Watch me open up the curtains. I'm always out working.
Alright guys, before we begin, just remember that for all these milestones, the timeline is going to depend on how long your hair is when you start. So, without further ado, let's get into number 1. Number 1, budding. For those of you that don't know, budding is when your hair begins to tangle within your lock, starts to knot up, and that's what causes a lock to form. So you'll notice that the very root of your lock is retwisted, and then it'll be like right above that, you'll see like a ball shape start to form. That's how you know your locks are budding. For me, budding came quick, which is why I recommend wetting your locks, because the more you wet your locks, the quicker your hair is gonna bud, and then the quicker your hair is gonna lock. The budding stage is super exciting because you start to realize like your locks are starting to form, because as the buds start to form, you start to realize that it might be too late to turn back. But just realize your hair isn't fully locked yet. This is just the very beginning. Number 2, look forward to being able to shake your hair. As your hair starts to hang, you'll be able to shake, and you'll start to realize that like your hair is actually growing. But like I said, this depends on how long your hair is when you start. Because for me, my hair was pretty long when I started. So as soon as I wet my hair, I was able to shake it. But you might start with super short locks. So when you're able to shake your hair, that might be something that's like you've never been able to do before. I know that's how lock journeys are for a lot of people. So number 2, look forward to being able to shake your hair. Number 3, wash and go. Now, I learned about wash and goes from one of my favorite YouTubers, TP Locks, shout out to him. A wash and go is when you're able to wash your hair without feeling the need to retwist it. You can wash your hair now without your locks unraveling. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not enough to where the unraveling is noticeable or will create any problems with your locks at all. The wash and go stage is important because this is the stage at which you don't have to worry about how your locks look. You don't have to worry about getting a retwist every month or every 2 weeks or however long you do. And on top of that, it's a really relaxing stage. This is when you can kind of chill a little bit, just let your locks mature, do what they do, and you realize that everything's gonna be fine. This is where you really start to trust the process. You'll start to see frizz, the budding will be still continuing, and you're just gonna feel comfortable with your locks at this point. Number 4, being able to see your locks when you look up. This one was really exciting for me because my locks started off kind of long on the sides and the back, but in the front, they were like up on my forehead. So as they started to grow and I started to look up and realize like, yo, is that my lock? Like at first I thought it was like a bug flying by or something, like something crawling on my face. But then I looked up and I realized like, that's my hair. I've personally never been able to see my hair before. So this one was really exciting for me. Obviously it's tied up right now, but this stage is amazing. That's when you realize like my hair is really growing. And for number 5, I like to call it the lock reset. This is something I haven't been able to get to yet, but I'm waiting for it. I'm watching closely. Lock reset is where you can put your hair in a style, take it down, and your hair just kind of falls the way it's supposed to. You can take the hair tie out, shake your head, and your hair will just go back to normal. Right now, if I take this hair tie out, my hair is just gonna stay in this like sort of pineapple state, and it's pretty embarrassing. So the best thing about lock reset is you'll be able to do a style and you can take it up or down when you're in public without worrying about anything. So hopefully I get there soon. We'll see. All right guys, so those are the 5 milestones that I've noticed, some that I've been through and some that I'm waiting on. If the information was helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to find out when my next post is. In the next video, we'll be talking about products to use in your locks. You guys stay safe and lock in.